Praise Allah for sending me you, my love. You found your home, it's here with me, and I'm here with you. Now let me let you know, you've opened my heart. I was always thinking that love was wrong, but everything was changed when you came along. Oh, and there's a couple words I wanna say. For the rest of my life, I'll be with you. I'll stay by your side, honest and true to the
المجذوم فرارك من الأسد وسقيا أي بيامين مولي أي بيامين ولي أماتي دوانا يا right رسول صلى الله عليه وسلم أورا يو لالي ومانينا سوغناكي رسول صلى الله عليه وسلم أو نانالي so that on wami no amat is break. So that is Islam. So another one around 1668 also, Honor Parapole happened around 1638 AD. Then another one happened in Kufa, then in Basra. Another one also happened during that particular time. So a lot of epidemics happened. But now, Onima facing is a pandemic because everywhere in the world it has been reported. There is no denying the fact that COVID-19 is real. And as Muslims, we should not be cowards. We should not feel that we are too close to Allah. Then we believe absolutely without taking the necessary precaution that COVID-19 or Matimuma. That is not tawakkul ala Allah. Tawakkul ala Allah, mahara rely on Allah to be safe. Then we have to follow the guidelines. Somebody will ask that Abinahe Yonagwa Nakire Meze Mamati Razi Sallah. Right? Mamati Kelese Yaki. It means the virus is not existing or it has been defeated. It is not correct. It is not correct that it has been defeated. But the fact that the world is trying to adopt a new normal way of life, that is living with COVID-19 until Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala answers our prayer. So that is why the ease of lockdown that you see all over the world, I believe that it is better we learn to live with it. And how do we learn to live with it? So that is the topic of discussion today. Number one, we have to take personal hygiene very, very important. Very important. As Muslims, we are quite used to hygiene because we wash ourselves at least 5 times in a day, right? So that discipline that we have, we should also transfer it to the protocols of prevention of COVID-19. As much as possible, we try to wash our hands, right? When we want to sneeze, we take proper precaution, and we don't go to places that are not necessary and vital. Right? We don't go to maybe restaurants anyhow. As Muslim, it's already haram for us to go to bars where people are clubbing and all that. Alhamdulillah, that is still part of the areas that are still on lockdown. So we have to be careful as Muslims. So number 2, we need to balance between the reality of COVID-19 and also relying on Allah. I remember a hadith, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, or here, that you can meet a camel, right? Nogwa should not be mixed with another camel or other groups of camel that are not sick. They should not drink from the same place. Then a man asked the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. These are practical ways of taking care of ourselves. Then a man asked the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, what do you see about a mangy camel? Let me describe it like a camel, right? Then a mixture with camel snokila, then a head dwelling. So we are trying to balance between relying on Allah and also taking precaution. Then Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the companion told the Prophet that camel, it means lolo because don't follow, right? Is it not so? So similarly, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam now told him that our running mange to the first camel. Who brought the disease, the mange to the first camel? Huh? Allah. So similarly, this COVID-19 is from Allah. Whether we believe that it was manufactured from the lab or not, it is still from Allah. Because even if you do something and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or a robot that is going to work, it will not work. Maybe you think that the virulence will be very high, but unfortunately, Allah will bring it out and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not make it to work. So that is why as Muslims, since this COVID-19, we should not wait to see it. That is the problem we have. A lot of people believe that we've not seen anybody that has it. Today, in Nigeria, we have about 85,000 cases, confirmed cases of COVID-19. No, 85,000 tests done, but about 14,554 confirmed cases. So what does that tell us? It means COVID-19 is widespread. So what it means is that every 6 tests, there is a positive case. Every 6 tests, there is a positive case. But then, we have to be grateful to Allah as well, that the mortality, the case fatality ratio or rate is quite low. And we cannot say because it's low, then we become negligent of our duties. Our duties is to take the precautions that we stated. Personal hygiene. Don't go to places that are not necessary. Don't go to crowded places. Right? Stay away from people as much as possible. Exercise as much as possible. That is why you see the NCDC. One of their slogans is take responsibility. We are allowing you to go around, unlike what happened in the West, in the other part of the world. Because the socio-cultural way of life in Africa, right, are permit to a large extent to observe social distancing. Because the way we build our houses, Abima relate, right? Even if Uyo Ugwere during the lockdown, maybe somebody in your household, maybe he's working somewhere that needs to go out, right? He's going to the market, which are essential. So until then he will bring it back. But other parts of the world, everybody is on his own. Maybe if you're in your flat, you can even stay 2 weeks without seeing any other person. So even World Health Organization, that in the developing world is quite difficult to maintain. That is why the slogan is take responsibility of your life and your situation. Look at Africa. It took about 98 days. 98 days. That is 3 months, 8 days to get to 100 cases. But the next 100, it took only about 18 days. Right? It means we are not yet at the peak. Even if you feel that your immune system, utoto, right? Umati lemegole. What about the person at home? Your mother, your father, your grandmother, your grandfather. Remember, they are not strong. And you cannot expose yourself unnecessarily believing that you are strong. Right? That is why people that are sick, they are advised to stay away. Even now, it's just that the situation, the economy, it is not easy for people to sit at home. That is why people are outside. So we should not use that yardstick, but because people are allowed to go out, then to believe that COVID-19 is not real. If you want Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help you in any cause, then you must learn to take the precautions. That is why Rasulullah said, "Yaqilha wa tawakkal." Umati meant that you have a ram, right? You bought a ram for Salah, and you left the ram. Your compound is not fenced, you just left the ram. That is not how to rely on Allah now. That is what I said, tie the camel and rely on Allah. And it is better that you err on the side of caution. It is better to err on the side of what? Caution. Government now putting marks when you are in public places. Wear it. Wear down marks. Wash your hands regularly. Wash your hands. If you don't do that, it's like somebody will come to you or your women or Oduma or Yohana or USC Cafe. Right? Okay, no, yo Odumora women. Odumora women. Some no Agoyora women. Right? Sense or your women, that is what you did. Is it sensible? Right? But why do you have to take that risk? Why don't you look for alternative way? As much as we believe that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala pati la kullu yusibana illa ma kataba Allah lana huwa maulana. Mara believe that as much as our belief and trust in Allah is very high, then we must also be careful. We must be careful. And you have the opportunity to go back and re-strategize. No. A Muslim must be sensible. And any woman not day my query, take normal precautions that we are supposed to take. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala destined that is going to happen to us. This COVID-19 or any other one, right? If you die as a shaheed. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Omar gave Osama bin Zayd, Lord narrator in hadith na. Or إذا وقع الطاعون بأرض, or can be plague or barrier or you فلا تدخلوها. Or as Muslims, right? وإذا وقع وأنتم بها فلا تخرجوا منها. But on a plague you happen where you are already, فلا تخرجوا منها. Especially when you're going out is فرارا منها. Is that nurenna Onugwani. Sheikh Uthaymin or Akilem Ugweri, maybe because of work or any other necessity, there is no problem. But Akilem Ukenu now, so that the other people that it has not got into, alright, it's just like this COVID-19. If the world powers, especially where it happened, if they had followed this protocol that Islam has laid down 1,400 and something years ago, and by now it will have been localized in China, and by now maybe it will have been defeated. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has reason why He allowed the virus to go wild, and the world is sick now. Before now, UK, Italy, Spain, we were hearing reports about them, right? Before US took over, right? And now Brazil has taken over. So the question of, oh, it does not happen in this part of the world, it is only in this part of the world, is no longer there. It can happen anywhere. It can happen anywhere. At least Brazilian, they have a lot of blacks. And we have also heard, reliably informed, that it has also killed black people. So why do we think that Africa, Nigeria, we are special? So it can happen. So the earlier we take the precaution, and the earlier we realize government eased the lockdown because it became so necessary that government cannot feed people, right? People need to go out and hustle for their life. So that does not mean that we should now believe the precautions that we are taking before we should leave them. So among the precautions is we should try to build our immunity. One of the ways, natural ways of building your immunity is exercising. Exercising, where you jog, any form of exercise, sweat out, right? Then you now take the Egweni Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, no advice man take. Like what? Black seed, Habbatu Sauda. Right, because Rasulullah or more ukuminasi wami bolokila. Zaytun, right, turmeric. Just go to Islamic store, buy them, take a lot of fruits, so that your immune system. Because what we've heard is that people that have died, a lot of them have underlying infection, like diabetes. So that is why a lot of people now believe that people are not dying in Nigeria the way people are dying in other. Are we waiting for people to die before? Do you know whether you're going to be victim? Right? People now believe that those sicknesses naturally they kill. Yes, but what we are made to understand is that COVID-19, right, helps facilitate the what? The infectivity of these sicknesses. What about maybe kidney problem and you've been managing, and you know, added with COVID-19, okay. So we should be careful. When we are praying to Allah, then we have to take our own destiny in our hands. We need to pray to Allah while we've actually done something. Al-Akhdhu bil-Asbab is very important. Remember, Umati, oh Allah, give me wealth, give me wealth, give me wealth. Right? Who are Yisku? Who are Wenakanya? Who are Mulisi? It is that work, it is that school that you went to. And you need to take something. Who are women? You are expecting to have 10 bags of maize. You need to farm. we organize, my target is I want to have 10 bags of maize at the end of the farming season. Then when you don't have them, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, man take a blessing of formula. Right? But you need to take something, you need to take precaution. That is what we are lacking today. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَلَا تُلْقُوا بِأَيْدِيكُمْ إِلَى التَّهْلُكَةِ وَلَا تُلْقُوا بِأَيْدِيكُمْ إِلَى التَّهْلُكَةِ. Ọba ka zobo wa ki oku ni emo fi egbe wa egbe. Baka ki oku ni emo fi egbe wa egbe. We need to stand up. We need to educate the people around us, our mothers, because they are more at risk. Our fathers. People need to be vanguard of this COVID-19. We are not saying that we should create panic in the mind of people. While we are telling them to be cautious, then we should also tell them that it is only Allah that has the final say about whether you're going to have COVID-19 or not. It is general for all sicknesses. Then in Islam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has also, Rasulullah has also given us so many dua wal adhkar mamati rekhek b'mayni. The normal precaution we are supposed to take, then we pray to Allah. Rasulullah in the hadith of Umyan bin Affan, that the hadith of Bismillah alladhi la yadurru ma'a ismihi shay' fil ardi wa la fis sama' wa huwa as-sami'ul 'alim. Right? No zoli 3 times, morning and evening. Was only in the morning, in the evening. Was only till morning. Right? We need to be reading those azkar. Another hadith. Rasulullah a'udhu bi kalimatillahi tammat min sharri ma khalaq. Remember Oyan not Akbi. Then he came to the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And so many other hadith, like that of Anas bin Malik. Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-bars wal-junun wal-judham wa min sayyi al-asqam. Everybody was saying it. Allahumma inni, as in, any of my memorizer, for a long time people went to memorize it. But now, trust me, a lot of people are not saying it again. They forgot it. Okay, there's no COVID-19. So you have to be saying it. Even if there is no COVID-19, continue to say the azkar. Right? There are so many azkar. Now when the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and you know what? Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Problems like this, it is an opportunity for us to return back to Allah. It's an opportunity for us to return back to Allah. Except as human beings, after some time we forget and we become what? Neglectful. Otherwise, when COVID-19 started and Nigeria started reporting cases as in the peak of taqwa, righteousness was at the peak at that particular time. All the people was praying to Allah. Muslims should take that as a positive. You started knowing, you started practicing. So many people were repenting to Allah. Right? Because Allah is between life and death. That is how we are supposed to live. And at the point, we almost forgot the value, the importance of sound health. Somebody will plan 10 years, 20 years, 5 years, you know, without even considering that he might not be alive the next day. Right? We have a lot of beautiful plans, thinking that, right? But now that the world is sick, then the hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, right? Ni'matan maghbun fiha kathirun minan nas, as-sihhatu wal faragh. Rasulullah sallam, or there are two blessings that a lot of us, we don't count them, we don't really take them to be something very important. We trivialize them because we have them in abundance. Right? As-sihha wal faragh. Sound health, we don't value it. Right? If you have sound health, then you start, you know, doing a lot of things until you fall sick. You now remember. So Rasulullah, so many blessings, two blessings we are healed. One is good health. Two is al-faragh, free time. So during COVID-19, as in when a lot of people actually believed that it was happening, a lot of people had free time. And a lot of people now knew the value of being healthy. We pray Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to take away this COVID-19 so that we return back to our normal life. Look at what it has taken away from us. For a long time, about 3 months, you cannot observe Jummah prayer, even Fara'id, 5 daily salawat. In a lot of places, people could not observe. In fact, a lot of people believe initially that, oh, it is punishment from Allah for certain people. But we should know that calamities or might vary, and it may not only happen to those knockily cause problems, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can generalize the consequence. Right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, about Musa alayhi salam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that so many prophets vary. وَلَقَدْ أَرْسَلْنَا إِلَىٰ أُمَمٍ مِّن قَبْلِكَ فَأَخَذْنَاهُمْ بِالْبَأْسَاءِ وَالضَّرَّاءِ لَعَلَّهُمْ يَتَضَرَّعُونَ. Okay, normal, lorry, calamities vary. For messengers, never vary. Why? لَعَلَّهُمْ يَتَضَرَّعُونَ. Maybe they will be humble and return back to Allah. And this COVID-19 is a time for us to also be humble and realize that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the ultimate. In Surah Al-Baqarah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is al-birra an tuwallu wujuhakum was-sabirina fil ba'sa'i wad-dharra. This is where we're going to end. That when we've taken all the necessary precautions and the preventive measures, right? And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala destined that we will catch COVID-19. May Allah not make us to catch COVID-19. Even if we catch COVID-19, may Allah not make COVID-19 to kill us. May Allah save us from COVID-19. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَالصَّابِرِينَ فِي الْبَأْسَاءِ وَالضَّرَّاءِ وَحِينَ الْبَأْسِ. That you have to be patient. Among those that are righteous are those that are patient when they are poor, in times of poverty. What the law is eregenati al-marud or al-amrad wal-asqam. Eregewami, illnesses. Organize mati mwero bodu oka demaikwe. Organize azo demaikwe. And oka demaikwe organize mati mwero bodu. And not going to save man from the danger of this COVID-19. So we can also take it, lastly, that it's a win-win situation for the health sector in the world, in Africa, especially in Nigeria. Right? Because we can see that before COVID-19, we're having only about 5 testing centers. Right? 2 in Lagos, 1 in Osun State, 1 Edo and Abuja, right? But fortunately now, so many states have their testing center. And this testing center is not going to be waste after COVID-19. Because PCR, polymerase chain reaction, the machine for the testing that Nigeria is using, is something that it is used for a lot of sicknesses as confirmatory diagnosis. But because we have been sleeping, we did not care. When you have a case, they will bring Irua. So other places that are not having, they should do the needful. They should not believe that COVID-19 is a scam. It's an opportunity when you have to put the money in the health sector, because they say health is what? Wealth. If people are not wealthy, they will not be productive. So if people are healthy, then they will be productive, then the economy will grow. Right? So as Muslims, we should not believe the conspiracy theories. Even if it is not real, let's take the precautionary measures that we know. Right? When we meet Allah, Allah will expose to us whether it was real or not. The little we said for it, we pray Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it better understood, I will try to present it. And what we have said, we pray Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will look at our shortcomings. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi.